Today you join me, I'm going to fix some K-TEC Racing spacers to my Clio Sport. I'm a little bit sick of the wheels being lost in the arch, so hopefully I'll make them sit a bit more prouder. And then we'll see if the old bum dyno and see if there's any difference in the driving. Nuts to fit, mostly black ones. It fitted. See, that was way more on the ground, and it's looking way better. You can see it's lost in the arch. Gave it a teeny bit of persuasion to make it sure it went flat to the hub. There we go. These wheel spacers are really exactly like my spoiler on the back. Totally unnecessary, but you get to a stage where you just can't look at it anymore, so that's standard. See the wheels all sunk into the arches? That's with the spacers. Looking a lot more modern. And there's no lowering springs on it, but I'm happy with that. I don't really fancy lowering springs. I bought this car because of the handling, and then I went through a great deal of trouble to make it great for British roads. I don't want to lower it and ruin it. It's still great for the track. I really enjoy it on track, so hopefully this will be good on the road and the track. So there's a couple of things to note when you're fitting these K-TEC hub spacers and these bolt kits. This little flange here, that sits on the outside, on the rear, and on the front it actually pushes further in before it hits the stop. And on the rear here, you're going to need a bigger sock than that. I'm going to have to buy a longer one, just to make sure I get enough purchase. At the moment I've got it right tight, but it's kind of like half on the socket, half on the nut. It's not ideal. So there's a few top tips for you. That's just with the K-TEC kit. I've noticed on some kits that the fronts or the rears have slightly longer ones on some kits. On the rear, see that flange there? On the front, they go way further in. There you go, finished product. I'll give you a look from behind as well. Much more in all the corners. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's go and see how it dries. Because if it compromises the handling, unfortunately, they're going to come straight back off. Let's go through some initial impressions of what I think now they're fitted. I don't think it affects the handling a lot. If at all, I can't feel anything. Except at top dead centre on the steering wheel, it feels a little bit more weighted there, that's all. I'm not sure I like that, or it's just because I haven't noticed it before, but when you turn in it feels better. So maybe it's something I just won't notice after 5 more minutes of driving, but that's just my initial thoughts.